Hey, howdy, hey.
Aloha.
Hi.
What's going on, everybody? Happy
Hey.
Saturday.
I
Hey,
am
friends.
not going to lie. A week ago, right at this moment, we were having so much fun.
We were. Not that we're not going to have fun tonight, but we were
We're
having
having a great time tonight.
We were having a good old Disney
It was
time.
a week ago, Jay.
Yeah, right at this time, we were at the Grotto having a great night.
The
Should we
first
tell
time.
Should we tell Alan all the things we said about him?
Yes.
I was, first of all, before you do, I was peanut butter and jelly of that. I think Kim was texting me pictures. I was wishing I was hanging out with you guys. I really wish I was there.
We wish you were there.
Yeah.
It would have been great.
It would have been a lot more fun if you'd been there.
And Lisa.
But I get to go next week. My turn's next week. So yay.
So
Yay. Although I said, Alan, why don't you come? And Alan's like, oh, I can't afford it right now. I have so many things going on. And I'm like, yeah, but you're going to go in like a week or two, a guarantee. And then sure enough, shabam.
Kim,
Like
don't
3 days
so-
later, as
we'll
soon
talk
as it
about
comes,
Alan.
Alan's like, oh, guess what? I'm going.
Kim
Had
doesn't
he-
know me.
Had he tried and actually put effort into it, he could have come with us.
He could have made it. Yeah.
If he'd put in the effort, the actual
We're just saying
effort.
you could have been there, Alan.
E for effort, Alan. E
That's right.
for effort.
Hi
Hi to everybody.
You're a pleasure. You're a pleasure to have in class.
We are
You know, how
live.
many, you know how many times I write that in yearbooks every year?
I love Donald's comment. That's an homage to Alan right there. Hello, my friend Donald.
humans.
Hello.
Humans. And I have to say, we miss Donald and Marie
Yeah,
Yes,
so
big
much.
time.
it would have been great to have met you guys.
We love you guys.
We were
sorry.
supposed to spend a couple days. They were actually going to
Yes.
stay at the Poly, and we will do it again, Donnie and Marie, and they could not. They had a series of unfortunate events, and it is what it is. But
Well, it sounds like everybody's having a series of unfortunate events because
Yeah.
you guys did.
yeah,
We had several.
Yeah.
I want to say hi to Valerie and James watching. We met up with Valerie and James and their awesome children while we were there and spent some time at AK and a little bit of time talking at Epcot with them. And it was a lot of fun. So thank you guys for allowing us to spend some time on your vacation with us. And it was really nice to meet you guys in person.
hi guys. Yes,
Yeah.
it was a lot of fun to meet up. I feel like we need just a meetup. Like
We need a whole trip about meetups.
maybe
Yeah.
no, or maybe just go for like 2 days, like a quick little thing, and just
Right.
like all hang out. You know,
I'm gonna make a proposal. And
What
now
is-
that's Disney meetup at Mickey's Not So Scary.
Wow. That's October.
Us and the listeners, if not this one, the next one, but like
Oh.
us and the listeners, and
Yeah.
we all pick a theme and we go in
We
theme
dress.
together. Yeah.
I would love that.
Yeah.
So October is my birthday. So if this happens in October, bring presents. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, hi, Lily. I know. I think Lily and T9 are going to have a lot of questions. T9 said she's got a list.
Yeah.
And Lily is asking, what company did we use between the airport and the resort? So we got there late Thursday night, Friday when we arrived, actually. So we used Happy Limo, which was a great service. We've used them in the past. Forget the price. I mean, it's somewhere close to $100. It is a limo, not a limo. It was in a very nice SUV. Great driver. She was very friendly and a really good driver.
Yeah.
And so we've used them. And then coming back, we used Mears, and I'll get into that experience a little later.
Can I just say really quick?
Hi, Mandy.
Not to bust in, but this is the first and last time well, not the first, but this is the last time I'll ever use Uber.
Yeah.
I'm so angry after this trip.
Yeah, I know. So I
I heard.
wanted to talk about our transportation things at one of those talking points. Hi, Mandy. She's watching. Mandy Adams is watching from YouTube, which is, we love our YouTube viewers.
Hello.
Thank you
Hello,
for tuning
Mandy.
in. Yeah, so we do have a lot of stuff to get into after our trip, and Jay was there for what, 3 days, Jay?
Yeah, I met up with you guys for 2 days.
Yeah, and then you were there for 3 or kind of
Yeah, I
three
was
and
there
a
for
half
another
ish.
2 days after that. Yeah.
Okay, so So that's right. So Jay was there, and we could talk about all that. We can, if you guys want, we could do our sponsor stuff. We haven't
Hang
floated
on.
on mine.
Yeah, go ahead because I gotta get my notebook ready, my pen ready, so I can take notes.
You're really gonna take notes?
I'm you know, never know.
You have the pen and the pad.
I used to take Uber. I
Ooh.
used to take
Oh,
Uber, so
I
I need to. I need to hear.
Lots to say.
I need to hear Jay's story.
Yeah.
So.
Dan Hansen is watching. What's going on, Dan? Hey, Mary.
Dan.
Hey, Dan.
Mary, we were on time tonight, and I said we better go on time tonight, or else Mary's gonna be mad. And don't make her mad.
He
Do
did,
not.
Mary.
It's something about Mary. Okay.
Mhm.
I have the monorail floating, ready to go. I mean, whatever you want.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Float
It
it.
is.
Float
Here
it.
it is.
Oh my goodness, do we have a good deal for you guys tonight from dvc-rental.com. Our friends over there bring you this terrific deal. It includes their no questions asked travel insurance, no questions asked at all. It is an Old Key West deluxe studio, a 4-night stay with a check-in of May 15th and a checkout of May 19th. This room's going to sleep 4 people plus 1 infant. And in the notes, it does say it is a wheelchair accessible with roll-in shower room. So that's really good if that fits your needs. If my math is correct, this is $260 per night for Old Key West. Am I correct?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
$1,040.
See?
Wow, I can't believe I did math live on air.
You know what? We split that between the 4 of us. That is $260 a night.
I was about to say
Right.
we
Nice.
should. I propose that this
Yeah.
May 15th is our meetup.
It's gonna be.
You know what?
May.
We need a team meeting immediately.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right, we got to end the show. We have a team meeting.
Right. Have Old Key West.
This is a terrific deal, guys. I mean, it keeps getting better from dvc-rental.com.
Yeah.
They are awesome. I asked Scott for a good deal, and he did not disappoint tonight. So again, just to go over it, it is a check-in of May 15th and a checkout of May 19th. The total number of 4 nights, deluxe studio at Old Key West, standard view. The room does sleep 4 people plus an infant, and it is a wheelchair accessible with roll and shower room. Total cost $1,040. And maybe somebody over at D Magic World who is listening would want to jump on this deal. We missed you guys. I haven't talked to D Magic World listeners in a while because we were away. So please give them some love. 24/7 streaming Disney music magic. There's Alan. You choose what we play. And I have some news from Jasper, who messaged me this morning. Let me go to the message so I can get this right, because there's exciting news over at dmagicworld.com. So they launched a new stream. It's only movie music. It's on the main channel, and will be park music starting today. So if you go to their main page, there will be, he said, it's online on the website. For now, the website is the only place to listen to the movie channel. So there's a movie channel and there's movie music. Okay. So in addition, so now you'll have two things to listen to instead of just the main stream, right?
Nice.
Which is very cool. I did ask, where is our show still played on in the same? So it's still played on the same, not on the new channel in the movie portion. But you could still catch us live on the same days and at the same time. So that's really exciting for them as Jasper gets D Magic World growing and ever evolving. So congratulations to them.
Congrats,
Definitely,
D
yeah.
Magic.
Congrats.
Right.
We love being a part of that.
Yeah, I really do.
So let's go back to this deal of the week for a second.
Yeah, you want to see it again? Here, I'm gonna pull it
No,
up. Look at it.
two things to say about this.
It's awesome.
It is awesome. That's not what I was going to say though. But Olivia's. Oh, have
Oh,
you guys
yeah.
been to Olivia's?
Get in touch with
No.
Scott at
I've
dvc-rental.com.
heard it's so good.
I wanted to go and Kim said no.
First thing, the fried chicken is one of the best chicken on property.
I heard that
good.
from a lot of people.
You had me
Oh.
at fried chicken.
Right.
Yeah. And then the second thing in the morning is the banana bread French toast.
Mm.
It is the most. I don't know.
Like to die for, scrumptious, diddly umptious.
Yeah, it comes with 3 pieces, and I could barely finish one.
Alan,
And I'm a big guy, so.
Alan,
yeah.
I'm allergic to banana.
That's why he mentioned it. He
Oh.
did it on purpose, actually. He's jealous that you were hanging out with
Hey,
us.
you're allergic to bananas too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know a
Okay,
lot
so nothing with banana. Gotcha.
Bananas
Not for
and
Jack.
nuts. So the holidays always suck because,
No nuts.
yeah, no
bananas.
nuts.
What's
no
a
bananas,
holiday?
no nut, yeah.
Pudding.
Right? What's a holiday without nuts? We're live, bud. You want to say hi real quick? You say hi, but you don't come in here and scare our viewers. It's going to frighten them.
Alan's
I
here,
love
nothing to frighten
Fantasyland
them.
too, Mandy. Mandy, Fantasyland is terrific.
You know what? I think I saw Donald brought up a really good point. There are no elevators at Old Key West.
Yeah.
Be aware of that.
Okay. Yeah.
Wow, I never knew that.
Yes.
Yeah, didn't know that. So is Old Key West set up where okay, kind of like the Poly where the longhouses are separate from the main building, or like some resorts everything's off the main building?
So it's like, have you guys been to like Caribbean Beach?
Okay. Yeah.
So it's got different sections that you go around.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. So no
It's
elevator.
like Saratoga Springs, kind of, David. It's just a regular DVC property.
Right. So the wheelchair accessible rooms would all be lower level rooms, right? There's no elevator, you're saying.
They would have to be,
Right?
but
Yeah.
so we stayed in a with the 3-bedroom villa there, and the only 3-bedroom villas were upstairs.
That is good information to know, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about the 2 bedrooms. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. We
Right.
stayed in the 3 bedrooms, and they told us that they only were upstairs.
Wow. I'm going to make a dark and stormy live on air while we're talking too, by the way. Making my drinks right here on the fly.
Go ahead and make another one for me, will
Yeah,
you?
I'm going to make one right now for you. I'm going to get my Gosling's Dark Seal rum.
Oh, I meant to ask you, does Ryan make that?
Ryan
Gosling.
No, but he should. Yeah. Yeah, because it would probably taste even better if he made it.
I could see that.
Not lying. I might have a man crush on Ryan Gosling.
I mean, who doesn't?
Yeah, exactly. I think every man has a man crush on Ryan Gosling.
Everybody wanted to marry him in The Notebook. Come on.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. What's the other movie that he's in where he picks up all the girls at the bar, but then he falls in love with the one girl who's Steve Carell's daughter? That's a good movie. Something love. And they do the dirty dancing scene back at the house. I can't
With
remember.
Ryan Gosling?
Yeah, Ryan
I
Gosling.
saw that one.
Huh.
Yeah, good movie.
So where should we start? Where should we dive in?
That's a good question.
We may need to do 2 weeks of trip reports because there's food, there's good things, bad things, Jay's trip, our trip, the meetup.
Right.
There's a lot to go over.
There is a lot to go over. You're absolutely correct.
Everything is in bloom. It's allergy
Yes.
nightmare right now.
I put so many allergy eye drops in my eyes before we went live, I might go blind.
Yeah.
Just,
And
Everything.
Jay and I are both in the Midwest. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Kim. And we both got kind of similar wet, cold, damp weather, and it's so up and down. Like yesterday was 50 something here, and tomorrow I think it's gonna be 70.
Oh,
So it's
Alan, we're under the same tornado warning right now.
thank you, Dan.
Yeah, we are. We're in the same line.
Crazy Stupid Love. It's a terrific movie. I can't remember the girl's name that's in it, but the movie's great. Sorry.
It's about the same here in the Northeast, guys, except we don't have tornado warnings, but we do have everything. My whole car is green.
It's a twister. Oh God, they're totally green.
We came home, and the night after we came home, Colton just started like throwing up, like the worst possible stomach virus ever from the plane, probably. And I blame David because I said, I'm going to put my mask on. You know why? Because we haven't been exposed to that many.
So anyway, that was a really good story.
You put me back on. And I put my mask on, and Colton said, should I put my mask on? And David said, no, we don't need masks anymore, Kim.
Steve Browning, hey, what's up, buddy?
That's what happens.
It's all my fault, and I will take full blame for it. Never.
Yes, this is a question I want to know an answer to. How many of Dave's plans did Kim crush?
Not too many
None.
actually this time.
None. I couldn't because you can't get into anything else. So I really
well, that's it, right. Well, that's okay. Here, let's start here. With everything going on and a lot of the complaining and all of the political stuff surrounding Disney right now, the magic is still alive. Let me just say that. I felt magic throughout the entire trip. The cast members are better than ever. They are. We didn't have one bad. Well, okay, we had one bad cast member experience, which we'll talk about later. But I don't really even maybe recognize her as a cast member. She was just like, we'll talk about that later. But
Dave, can I interject right there and tell you?
Please.
I was so impressed with the entire cast I saw.
Right.
I actually wrote guest relations today to tell them this was the best cast I've ever seen, ever.
Yeah, they're doing a great job. Right.
Yeah, they are.
Quick side note. Quick side note. Sorry, Kim.
Okay.
Did you know that you could do guest comments in the app now?
We did it. We did it.
I did it several times.
Yes.
I did it every time that we had just a good experience. I made, and it was so easy to go in the app.
Isn't it?
Yeah,
it is simple,
2
right?
Seconds. You should know the person, the cast members'
Their name and
city,
hometown, right?
their hometown. Yeah.
Right.
So that they get credit. And then we did that a lot. And that was nice. I mean, it was a really easy way and make sure that they get the credit that they deserve. So
we had a lot of really good experiences and interactions with cast members.
The magic is back. It is
magic.
Yeah. It wasn't just cast members I interacted with. It was cast members I observed. They were so into playing their roles. This is the best cast I have ever seen in all my decades of going to Disney.
Wow.
Yeah. It was. Wow. Yeah. I mean, we had a cast member at the Poly, and he's actually from Hawaii. He was like the nicest kid, and just shared stories from back home and what certain things mean in the culture. To the young woman who at Magic Kingdom told us where to stand for enchantment. And
I loved her.
Was like, you were in my section and kept an eye out for us. Just our waiter at Steakhouse 71. I mean, there were so many great experiences. It was great.
I also felt like, I just want to add before we continue, that we had gone in last July for the first time since COVID. So for the first time we went in July for a short trip, which isn't our favorite in July because it's just so hot. But we did a short trip in July and things weren't fully open yet. I guess, and it was nice, but it was like, I really felt like on this trip, things were really back to normal. I mean, there's still things we're missing, like Fantasmic and but
some things,
lots of broken stuff on Splash Mountain, but we'll talk about that.
Yeah. But, and it's not because people don't have to wear masks right now. That's not it. It's because more things are open and more cast members are back and more dining places are open. So your experience has gotten back to almost 100% of what it was pre-COVID. So it's got nothing to do again with like the politics and the masks or anything like that.
No, I mean, in July, it just felt like, in July, the Polynesian was not completely renovated, so you had that also like,
well, that's another thing.
Things were still not open. The food wasn't open. Just a lot of things weren't open still, even, and so it just felt like a good trip, but kind of like half, I don't know, So this really felt like we were back.
We're back, baby.
My last trip I went was the worst trip I ever had. This trip was the best I ever had. And my day at Magic Kingdom was the day I've always wanted. That was the perfect day and the best day I've ever had there.
Yeah. That's terrific. That's we had such a great time hanging out with Jay, and it was really neat to actually. So we've gotten the pleasure of meeting people, Panda and Donna Marie and James and Valerie and their kids and and other people, and now this time Jay, and it's just so nice to get to meet people in person versus this is good, but in person is just great. And Colton bonded with Jay like big time, and was showing him his videos.
Where's Jay coming?
Wait. I did get the chance to talk to Colton a few minutes ago when you guys were gone. Jay,
I don't know how to put this.
Okay.
Oh god.
Colton,
Bring it.
Colton let me on some information.
Si, senor. Si.
I guess I have to be nicer to you
Oh.
because Colton told me that you do not smell.
Mm.
You
There it
know
is. It's
what?
official.
I did something for you, and I wish you could have seen it. When I was on the tower, sitting in the front row, and they go, "Put your arms up. Put your arms up." I went.
Yeah.
Still fresh.
Said, I'm sure.
And that was
100%.
just for you.
Yeah. It's terrific. It's Colton confirmed that Jay showers.
Yes, so I guess I can't claim
And
that.
I go out of the way to get the deodorant that does not break down or wear down all day. So I am fresh all day at this.
You got to get the good stuff. Chris
Yes.
Heller, I'm sorry to hear that.
Hey, Chris Hiller.
He said he tested positive. They were going to go to Disney this weekend.
no.
So I hope you're feeling okay.
Can I answer T9's question real quick? You know what?
Please. Sorry, T9.
Just for me to go down, it was $2,200 for 4 days at Disney.
Okay.
That's about what I spent to go down for just for me for 4 days.
That was my bar tab while we were there.
So wow. Okay, I really need to go hang with Dave next time.
They wouldn't let me pay for my drinks.
No. Jay's not paying for his drinks with us.
Where did Donald hear that story about me and somebody trying
James,
to barge
right.
in the parade viewing space?
Probably while you were live or we talked about it. I may have said something or maybe somewhere, but we have to talk about.
Well, it actually was live. I was trying
Yes.
to go live and I got in an argument with this lady and I had to quickly shut it off.
There was about to be some fisticuffs.
Yeah, we'll get into that later. So
No,
right, let's get into
now, yeah.
let's get into best example of how I couldn't change David's plans, but turned into a really good experience. So and
Best
us
example.
trying something new and our best dinner.
I
So
love this.
so whenever we go to AK, I can't help it. I love the Yak and the Yeti. I can't help it. I want to eat there. And so does David and Colton. But we could not get in. So we had reservations for Tiffin's, and Alan has told me 1,000 times I love Tiffin's,
It was
but
so
I
good.
still was trying to last minute switch that. We could not come across reservations for Yak and Yeti. So we went to Tiffin's. Well, let me tell you, that was one of our best dinners ever.
Ever, not just this trip.
No, I'm telling you, top 5 on property.
Yeah.
On property.
Delicious
Yeah.
and so pretty. David had a drink with Colton outside that Nomad Lounge, which we've
Right.
never done, which was really pretty. And I was looking at people's food because that menu is different, a little bit different. I saw a little charcuterie outside there. I saw a lot of different good-looking, interesting bites, which I would like to do next time.
The Nomad Lounge has a different menu.
Right.
I did the poutine in the Nomad Lounge before. That was real good.
But I mean, that space, the Nomad Lounge, is that
beautiful.
open, guys. I don't know if you know it or not, but it's that open, rounded deck.
Bar.
That
If you
goes
can
over,
get that with the sun going down, I would say that's the top spot to sit and have a drink and relax.
just coming outside of Pandora.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful. And but so I had the butter chicken, which was not traditionally not traditionally prepared in chopped up in the sauce, but it was the airline chicken, which Disney does a lot in their finer or restaurants where they have it's like a chicken with a little bone, just one bone on the side, and then it's kind of like the breast, I guess.
It's like the Nemo of chickens.
I don't know how to explain it, but it doesn't look like a lot, but I've gotten it before at a lot of different places, and it's a lot more meat than you think.
Yeah.
And then it had just all these delicious curried vegetables on the side. What are you laughing at?
Because I can't not laugh at that. It's a little more meat than you think. I mean,
I'm trying not to giggle. Don't set me
I
off.
looked right at Jay's face as
No.
soon as Kim said that. I know.
Well, it's more meat
such a
than you
child.
expect, and
Yes.
and then it had that butter chicken sauce, but it wasn't overpowering. It was just enough on the side. And then David got surf and turf. His
Yes.
steak was I'm not even a steak person.
It was the best steak I've had actually at Disney.
perfection.
Wow.
Yeah, perfection.
Outside had like this crispy rub.
Perfect, perfect bark with the spice rub and the scallops. Oh my! It was so tender and just delicious. We also got bread service, which we shared. That was really good.
It was a little small, I will say that. Like I was like,
Yeah, but enough for 2 people.
Where's the bread? But
Right.
it was more. Again, it was enough, and it had like
Right.
four little.
Hi, Laurel.
Did you guys feel like they upped the food game this year?
For most places, the food was really good.
Yeah.
Some places still had more limits. I felt like
The food was good. Like California Grill, our meal at California Grill, again, top notch. We've eaten there 3 times since we've been going to Disney, and it's always my favorite place to eat. Again, atmosphere in addition to food. And we were sat right actually next to the open kitchen. I just stared at the open kitchen the entire time, thinking I was like Gordon Ramsay and like I just wanted to like do stuff. But it's just it's entertaining. And the food, Kim and I both got different fish dishes. It was just so good.
Yeah. I was waiting to get their halibut because I love halibut, but
I say do it for the halibut. All right.
Do it for the halibut. I will say the most disappointing menu
Hi, Laurel.
for me was that the Brown Derby got rid of their amazing burger.
The food also wasn't that good this time around.
What?
Have you guys ever had the burger at the Brown Derby?
Yeah.
It was 80% brisket.
Yeah.
It's the best burger on property. And
I skipped. That was the first time I've ever skipped Brown Derbies on this trip. I went to Steakhouse 71 instead and was so impressed. It's my new favorite restaurant.
Oh, yeah. We have to talk about Steakhouse 71 next. But yeah.
Okay, so two comments on this.
Go for it.
One, we have Steakhouse 71 reservations next week, and I'm so excited.
Yeah, keep them.
So excited.
You won't be disappointed.
Number 2.
Please share us out, guys.
I have been to Brown Derby twice. And I've been disappointed both times. I never liked it.
Yeah. So I've only been disappointed this time, aside from portions in the past when we first started going there.
My spider sense tingled. I just knew if I went this time, I was going to be really unhappy.
Yeah, I got a fish dish and it was like 0 flavor. I mean, the grapefruit cake is delicious as always. I mean, I'll always go back for that.
Yeah.
My favorite dessert on property.
It was good.
Yeah, it was okay.
I still love the Brown Derby.
Yeah.
But this trip, for some reason, our food was more uneventful than it has been. I will say that. And I asked the waiter, I said, honestly, why did you get rid of the burger? And he said, well, because this is a signature restaurant. And blah,
So
blah,
what? It's a signature burger.
And I said to him, I said, it was a signature burger, though. I'm like, it was one of the best burgers on property. So I'm like, it's a big mistake. So I just told him not to complain, but to, maybe
say something
that,
like in a threatening manner.
Restaurant needs it. Yeah. But I will say that one of the best desserts, probably the best dessert I had on this trip was at Brown Derby, which was their creme brulee.
Oh yeah.
And I'm not even a creme brulee person. Listen, go there and get it.
Just you saying that made my mouth water.
Yeah, creme brulee, and I got the grapefruit cake.
It was like crisp. It was caramelized to the point that it had a crisp crust. And I had some creme brulee at California Grill, and it didn't touch Hollywood Studios. And even just the flavor of the creme brulee.
Wait, what was my dessert at Cali Grill? Because it was awesome, and I can't even remember what it was.
Oh my gosh, I didn't do the review on that yet. Now it's Disney, and I will.
I'm just trying to remember.
You had donuts. You had lavender.
Oh my god, that's right, lavender sugar donuts.
That sounds really good.
Ice cream, and they gave me 3 like really good sized like powdered sugar donuts. I'm not joking, like really good, a lot. It's
not
kind of a
powdered sugar donuts.
No,
they were
like sugar.
They were almost like, the apple cider donuts that
Yes.
you get in the fall, like on farms. Okay, like that, but not with the pumpkin spicy flavor. And they were crisp on the outside. They had like cinnamon and sugar, but they had like this crispy coating. And then they gave this lavender sorbet, which sounds so weird because like who wants to eat lavender?
It was unreal.
No, I've had lavender ice cream. It's so good.
It was delicious.
It was unreal. That
Yeah.
dessert was unreal.
Oh,
Yeah, baby.
you're
Yeah.
turning me into Homer.
I know. Oh,
Steakhouse 71. Our first time eating there was good. Very cool
we
because it's
talk
in
about
the
what we all got because Jay got very different things, and I'm jealous of Jay.
what at Steakhouse 71.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So number one, the atmosphere is really cool. It's in the Contemporary, and there's a lot of really neat photos there.
I will never miss the Wave ever.
Yeah.
It is such a cooler place to hang out. They kind of went for that 1971 vibe. Here's pictures from 1971.
Yeah.
Here's concept art.
Right.
Everything is like really takes you back.
Did you
Really
see the Mary
nice.
Blair photograph, Jay, in the lobby?
Oh yeah.
Mm.
It's funny because if they had done the Mary Blair upstairs instead of Incredibles, I would stay at Contemporary.
Yeah, that would
Me too.
be really neat.
Me too.
Actually, that would be very cool.
I loved the nostalgic vintage
Yeah.
vibe down there, and the steakhouse itself was really big and roomy, and I, like you said, I love that vintage 1970s contemporary feel. They really stayed true to the Contemporary hotel itself and
Yeah.
paid homage
It
to
was
Walt.
retro, but like classy retro without being
Yeah.
over the top.
Which the Contemporary is, and it's just a great resort. I love the Contemporary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just so, it's big and there's a lot of space there. It's convention space. It's like hanging out at a really cool airport or something. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's
But you
very
know what's
cool vibe.
weird? What was contemporary at the Contemporary at the time that it was built is still contemporary today.
yes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's still,
Isn't that
They
weird?
they,
that
they
it's-
got it right in time for it to be timeless.
yeah,
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
a good way of looking at it. Yeah.
I did text my dad my picture of the Contemporary from across the
Ooh.
lagoon and said,
Mary's got fighting words.
"Ooh."
Oh,
I texted a picture of the Contemporary, and my dad went, "This is where Nixon gave his 'I'm not a crook' speech." LOL.
I said that to Kim, and she's like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah, this is where he gave that speech."
Well, Polly is where John Lennon dissolved the Beatles.
Yes.
Yep.
yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, yeah, he
Yes.
was last to sign, but yes, it happened. Took place there. Planning Magic.
And
Oh,
he
very
wasn't
cool.
with
Yay,
Yoko.
Mandy.
You know what? Mandy asked a little while ago, "What's everyone's favorite land?" I think Adventureland for me.
New Orleans Square at Disneyland.
I was
Nice.
about to say Disneyland. Whoa.
I've never been there.
I could live
Adventureland
in New Orleans Square.
What's that like? Never been there.
Perfection. It is the most perfect land in any Disney park.
Those
anywhere.
beignets. Oh, so good.
Everything about it just tells a story. Pirates and Mansion are connected. Soon, Splash Mountain's going to be connected to Tiana. They're going to expand it even further. But it was the last land Walt added to Disneyland. We went to New Orleans, was really impressed, and went, "Build me one."
Nice.
Cool.
But there's so many
like-
walkways. There's so many the shops. It is the most perfect land in any Disney park I've ever been to, because I could live in that land for the rest of my life and be happy.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
I think I'm going to go with classic Fantasyland.
Cool.
Nice.
I like it. I like your pick.
Super adorable. Yeah.
Yeah.
Classic. Gotta love it.
Who says they're thinking about going to Lily Disneyland next year? Cool. Because you and Jay disagreed on the wave.
I didn't like the wave. So what side were you on, Jay?
He said not going to miss it, right?
I'm not going to miss the wave at all.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
no,
Mary
I
said-
went to the wave. No, I did not like the wave.
Mary said they didn't ruin the wave. Steakhouse 71 is a good renovation.
I think it's a great replacement.
Take a vote, wave or steak. I never ate at the wave. I will tell you that the bacon and eggs at Steakhouse 71, which was on the menu at the wave, was really good.
I can't see who's saying they're going to Disneyland next year.
That's Lily. Hi, Carol. Gail.
Lily, if you have
Lily-
any questions
Lily
about Disneyland, feel free to ask me. I know literally everything about that
Jay's your
place.
man.
It's kind of sad how much I know.
That's our Cali boy.
Jay, did you get the bacon and eggs at Steakhouse 71?
No, I was there for lunch.
Okay.
Yeah, so he had a whole different. His food looked good. I want to go there for lunch next time. The lunch looks really good. Like
Yeah.
I'm talking about peanut
think
butter.
we have
and
lunch.
wings.
I was not disappointed at all.
So,
I think
Jay,
you can get
what
the
did you
bacon
have?
and eggs.
What
I
did you
got the French onion soup, which was the
I have
best
that.
I've ever had.
Okay.
And I got a pork sandwich which came with waffle fries and the cutest little baby wedge salad ever.
I saw that picture. It was cute.
Yeah.
I thought you had like a grilled cheese.
It was the grilled cheese, but it had pork in it.
Oh, okay.
And
Yum.
Mary confirmed bacon and eggs are on the lunch menu, Alan.
Mm.
So it was. Let me tell you something.
I'm looking up to see what we got here.
I got the bacon and eggs, which I always wanted, and it was great. But I also ordered a steak. It was too much meat for me that night.
It was
Yeah.
sick that
I
night.
was basically sick to my stomach how much meat
Ooh.
I ingested. But
We're having dinner there. We're going for the big one.
doing
Peter,
the
come
big,
down.
yeah. Peter.
So
Yeah,
I had at a Steakhouse 71, I had the French onion soup as my appetizer, which was very, very good. It wasn't my favorite French onion soup. It was kind of like, it had like a very beefy flavor to it,
Hi, Julie Peterson.
but it was great. It was very good. It just
Yeah.
wasn't my favorite ever. But I probably wouldn't have gotten that
That's
next time because
He's
I
in the
had
back. Sorry,
He's
Peter's in,
pouting. He's pouting. So
he's
hard
pouting
right
in the
now.
back on the chair. Do you see him, Kim?
who?
Is he back there?
Who?
Oh, there he
Oh,
goes.
now
There
he
he
left.
goes. There he goes.
Peter.
Oh, Peter. Oh,
He's pouting behind
Um,
me.
but I had
Poor
the
little
filet
man.
mignon and what
You
I
liked
have-
your fillet there.
The filet was delicious, and I got it with the whipped horseradish as my sauce. You could pick your sauce, and I like that because I like that flavor. The only complaint I had was my scalloped potatoes were like super salty, and I love to salt my food. So for me to say they were salty means they were salty, but they were still very good. Everything was delicious. And did
Yeah, it
we have
was.
dessert? No,
No, because we went to
we were full.
MK to watch Enchantment.
Oh, right.
I'll be right back, guys. All right. Give
Go
me a
ahead,
second.
Alan.
Okay.
While Alan's away, let's talk about it.
Hey,
Audience.
hey,
There he is. Oh,
hey.
Audience, tell us everything about Alan you don't
You
like.
can still hear us.
I know. That's why I'm doing it.
And I mean, other quick service places. I mean, we ate a lot at Captain Cook's, and it's quick service food. But the cast members there are awesome. They do a great job. We did a lot of mobile ordering this trip.
Yeah.
Like a lot, and also checking in online, which is a great feature to do.
I really like the mobile order. You made it a lot easier.
So easy. Yeah. You time it right. You get there. Your
Yep.
food's ready. So yeah.
Yeah, it was. Well, at one point I was online at what's the Galaxy's Edge where I get the tippy chicken.
Oh, why can't I say Docking Bay 7?
Yes, and I had forgotten to mobile order, and I was online, and I just mobile ordered from line, and I
Yeah.
still
Got
I
it
got
quicker.
to leave the line. It was
Right.
a lot quicker.
Yep.
Yep.
I just had that magic timing where I would do it, and as soon as I walked in, my food was ready every time.
Yep. Yeah, we didn't have to wait too long.
No. Jay, had you seen or did you see you saw Enchantment, right?
I saw Enchantment while riding Seven Dwarfs Mine Train.
And had you previously seen Enchantment?
Nope.
No.
But it looked great from the mine train.
I had my doubts. I didn't like watching it live, and I didn't really like the music, and absolutely loved it live. Gave me a whole new perspective on it. Colton loved it. I mean,
Colton really liked it.
he really loved it. He was just really into the show, and like at times dancing and singing some of the words.
Oh,
So that was very cool to see. Yeah. And Kim, you enjoyed
I
it?
loved it.
Yeah.
I don't understand what I mean. I gotta be honest. I don't understand what there was to complain about when you're
Well-
standing there in front of the castle. It was so visually stunning. I understand a couple of the big complaints
Right.
were that it didn't have enough homage to. Well, that's fine. I could
Yeah.
see that.
I think it's more that you took away happy.
But
Ever
overall, it was a
After.
beautiful show. I loved the music.
Yeah, it was
I
good.
See,
cried.
the music is the one what I have a big problem about. I dislike this show so much. I need
Hey,
to.
buddy.
Hey, what's up, Colton?
Hey, bud.
Speaking of the devil. But
Colton,
yeah, no,
you-
I signed the petition to get rid of it a million times.
Wow. Colton, you really like that show at Magic Kingdom,
You
right?
like
That we watched?
Enchantment, Colton?
Enchantment.
Okay, yeah, that's
Yeah.
too tight though on my neck.
Yeah.
Thank you, buddy.
Alan, you brought up what my biggest disappointment about the 50th was.
got a stapler in the camera.
You should have made it talk.
Only on Now That's Disney.
Right.
Was my biggest complaint about the 50th was it didn't really feel like the 50th. It didn't celebrate Walt. It didn't celebrate the rides. It didn't celebrate the history, the nostalgia. It was if they hadn't put the giant 50th on the castle,
Right.
Yeah.
you would not have known it was a celebration.
Right.
Yeah.
True.
Even,
Yeah.
Right.
even the merchandise didn't feel very 50th.
Right.
And I can
No.
agree. I can agree with that, Jay.
Yeah.
But I did
No,
still
I'm sorry, but I was saying the cohesiveness of the music. It did not go together. Everything just kind of is jumbled, and I feel like
Right.
they just picked it up and threw it together. And
Just,
literally just picked up pieces, and we're like, okay, we're
Well,
gonna put this here, this
they
here,
had
this
a
here.
check.
this
They
here.
had a checklist. Got your Frozen in. Got to get
Exactly, your Moana in.
But they
Yeah.
didn't like they chose the weirdest songs. They're like, oh,
They
we're
sh-
gonna pick something from like
And see, they
Frozen
should
2.
have picked music from the park throughout the 50 years.
yeah, that
popular
would
stuff.
I would see that.
You know, and not
That
just
is
stuff
why
like not
I-
just Pirates and Mansion, but like parades that played there. You know,
And that's why I love
Really?
Epcot Forever so much, because Epcot Forever
Had
had
all
that
that.
nostalgia, and I
Yeah.
love that so much. People put a poo poo. I almost said the S word, but I remembered we're
Thank
live.
you. Thank you, Alan.
People poo pooed, Epcot Forever.
yeah.
But it was
it was
cheesy
fine.
with the flags. That stuff was cheesy. Yes,
Yeah.
I'll give them that. But I love the music.
So I'm hearing some things from Guardians of the Galaxy that there is homage there, and people really like it. So
Well, the first thing I noticed this week, did you guys see the new commercial that came out this week
yes,
Mhm.
with Spaceship Earth in the background and everything?
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool. So
yeah,
I'm excited to see what's in there.
yeah. I'm
Still
looking
no
forward to it.
Horizons.
Not Horizons, but
It's not Horizons.
what do we want to go? Do we want to talk about the transportation, because we mentioned that earlier? So Jay, you
Yeah.
use-
I've been waiting for this.
yeah, Uber, right?
And Fuego. So
Yeah.
I always, I'm not done using it because some of it was still affordable, but they have really raised their rates and changed their ways since I've been gone. I put
Mhm.
$200 on my Uber account before I left. Thought that'll be enough. I wound up having to put another $215 into my Uber account.
Yeah.
Like they changed, the drivers are rude now. When I got there, the guy couldn't find me. He canceled the fare. I still had to pay for the fare
Oh wow,
on top of the second fare. That happened to be trying to get home from Magic Kingdom.
that's not cool.
When I went to see you guys from my hotel 4 miles away to the Poly, $15. To get back from my hotel to the Poly, to my hotel, $50.
How do you change it from
Let's
15 to
see.
50?
50?
50, yeah.
Wow.
What time
Um,
did you leave? Oh,
He's
that,
having some
he left
allergies.
at that time. That was a great
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm just-
They
it wasn't too late.
well, you knew when he left. Yeah. When
Poor guy.
I know.
Is he all right?
would have
I'm
been.
worried about
Yeah.
him.
He's okay. He's
Okay.
gonna
He's
come
okay.
back.
Please don't scare me, Jay.
But if it would have been near park closing, or if it would have been near fireworks, then I
There
could
you go.
see it surging.
Order. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't too late. Colton wanted to go back to the room. It was close to 10, I think,
Oh yeah, because it was probably
Yeah.
surging because the park was getting ready to close.
It does go up. So when we went from our house to Newark Airport, we paid whatever, $60 or something like that. On the way home on a Monday, I paid 90 something. You know what I mean? And it was the same Uber thing. So it surges, right? So
And the
It
last
happens.
time I was down there, it was a marathon weekend, and
Oh, yeah.
it was surging so bad.
well, Happy Limo was great on the way from MCO to the Poly. We tried the Mears shuttle service back to MCO on our day going home.
It's not COVID.
It's not good.
It's allergies.
It's allergy.
I came home and everything's in bloom.
It's so much different than Orlando. We so when I booked the Mears shuttle, I thought it was a bus, right? Because I had thought that they were using the buses that the Magical Express had, right? Since it was Mears, they're just not called the Magical Express. But our our time was 10:50 pickup, and our flight was at 1:55. So I had thought that was already cutting it kind of close, where the Magical Express got you earlier. And MCO is a disaster right now. So we got picked up in like a 12-passenger van, not a shuttle. There was only 3 seats remaining when we got picked up, aside from the front seat. So Kim, myself, and Colton had to sit stacked in a very cramped van. So,
which isn't a big deal, but
it's
it
not
would
a
have
big
been
deal,
if Colton
but-
was younger. That would have been a problem.
Right.
I couldn't sit next to him.
And that's the only reason
Control,
I'm saying this, because I think people are thinking a bus is coming to get you, and it's gonna look like what the Magical Express looked like, and it's not. This was a van. So if you do have young children, there might not be proper seating for you to sit next to them. We had to pick one more person up at a different hotel that wasn't a Disney hotel. So that's another thing people should know. It's not just one stop or Disney resorts. This was an off-site place. The guy was going through side roads and went to another hotel, non-Disney related, and picked up a woman who was on time, but the guy had to get out of his van and wait for her. So
yeah, and I felt like it was out of the way, and we also
it was out of the
know
way.
about that. So we were just like,
I didn't.
We're going to the airport,
Right.
and then he's like, "Oh, I'm a little early, so we have to wait for this lady." So we're like sitting there, like, and for us, when we get to the airport, it's a long day for us. So when we get to the airport, we like to check in and go grab food, because we know we have to feed our kid. Before he gets on the plane, we got to feed our kid.
Right.
Especially like on the trip that we had, we were on the plane for 3 hours before we took off on delay. So, we almost didn't have time to get food.
We just made it. Kim just made it back from the Burger King with the food while we were like gonna get on the plane.
Like running across the airport with a greasy bag of Burger
So
King.
I don't think they leave enough time.
Like, you're boarding. I'm like, I'm coming with the Burger King.
Yeah. People should know this, because the Magical Express got you to MCO a lot quicker and earlier, because MCO again it's a disaster. And with airlines having cancellations and delays, there was nowhere to sit. I found one seat for Colton while Kim was waiting to get the food, and I stood. Nowhere to sit. In our gate, there were 3 planes late. People were everywhere. Oh, by the way, people,
it was a hot
your
mess.
backpacks and luggage are not a person. Please don't take up 10 seats with your luggage. And so nobody sits next to you. Okay. There was a woman there with 7 different bags on 7 different chairs, while children, older people were standing. That's rude.
Oh, I saw her.
Yeah. You probably ran into the same woman.
I saw her on my flight home.
I said something to Kim while we were standing there too, and I saw her get whiplash and turn around at me. And I'm like, yeah, I'm talking about you. Your bag's not a person. It doesn't take a chair. Put it on the floor.
Not when there's that many people standing up.
I'm done.
And eating, standing up, and that the airport though was a lot, I will say.
It's a mess.
MCO was a hot mess. I mean, I thought Newark was.
No, MCO is worse than Newark.
Newark actually was smooth compared.
Saturday afternoon at 3:30, trying to get from my plane just outside to the MCO, I felt like I was drowning in a sea of people.
Yes, it's crazy. It's crazy. Hi, Andrew Prince. What's up, man?
Hi, Andrew.
Hi, Andrew.
I don't know if I really want to get into the JetBlue fiasco, since this is a Disney show, but I am still in contact with JetBlue over stuff.
When I get my soundboard installed, you can swear all you want. I can beep all day long.
I wrote 5 different executives, including their CEO. And I find it funny that by the next morning they had issued $100 credit for each of us, and I'm like, no, you're not going to silence me with $300. I actually want to speak to somebody. I want to talk to you guys, because I want them to tell me they canceled our flight that we planned 7 months in advance because they didn't actually have personnel available. So you're booking flights and you don't have people. It's not nice. It's not cool. We lost 24 hours of plans, and it was our Epcot day, and it made our second Epcot day more rushed and a worse experience, because we had issues at Epcot as well. So,
you know what? And we were actually one of the lucky ones, because a couple other teachers that I know that teach here in New Jersey and went to Disney didn't get home. They had to wait. One woman that I know waited 3 hours on line through security, and she was 2.5 hours on time
Yeah.
for her flight. Plenty of time. And when she got to the gate, the plane was there. They would not let her on because she was late from security. She had to rent a car and drive home
Kim, was this JetBlue?
Yeah.
to get. I don't know if it was JetBlue or not, but that was to get
Well,
back.
I want
work.
to find out. Yeah.
I will
So
say in general, I get to MCO 4 hours before my flight every
And
time
that's-
because
right,
I
that's
had to
safe.
wait inside. I had to wait at TSA 3 hours to get
Yeah.
through, and I almost missed my flight once.
It's crazy. It is
Yeah.
crazy.
I will not ever go home.
I don't
again
play
the day
around with
before.
MCO.
No.
Yeah, I will never have book again to come home the day before we need to be back at work because that was very stressful because I just kept thinking about work, and
See, everybody just needs to invest in pre-check. That's all I'm saying.
That's what I'm going to do.
Well, yeah, pre-check. Right, pre-check helps.
I am in from curbside to gate and MCO in less than 20 minutes.
Wow.
We'll do this in part 2, but when I was leaving, I got to MCO at 2. So when the TSA opened at 3, I was the first person in line and through. And that was kind of a thrill, like, yes, I won. It cost me sleep, but I won.
It was 3 in the morning, 3 in the morning, right?
Yeah, it was
So that's when you have to
once
do
it opened. Yeah,
I won. I did it.
I did.
Well,
I felt it was the winner.
I did when I wrote to JetBlue and their executives, I did tell them that I was going to collect different stories and use this show and our group as a forum because I want to share stories about them. I get stuff happens. I'm not being entitled, but it's just not cool to book flights where people make plans and then cancel them because you don't have staff. Then you can't book flights. I know they're reducing flights. I just still don't. It's not cool for me.
Or at least be apologetic about it. JetBlue used to be apologetic about it, and this time it was kind of just like, I mean, you can't even get through, and that's a big problem. If your flight is canceled and you can't even get through to somebody to reschedule your flight, that's right. That's not okay.
Yeah, I got to stay up half the night and then get up early to get on the phone with somebody.
Yeah,
the airlines have really become the Ernestine character from Lily Tomlin, with the phone company.
Yeah,
National phone company. We don't care.
Right.
Yeah,
that's really how it was the whole time.
Oh yeah,
Donald just gave us all the solution a second ago.
Right.
He told us all to move down there.
Let's do it.
That's my plan. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah. Or at least move a little bit further down. I mean, we were saying we're seriously considering maybe we should just drive because the hassle it's a whole day of traveling and
I know. I know, Becky. I take it all with a grain of salt because I always get lambasted when I write stuff, or no matter what I do, if I take somebody's comments down in the group, I get written and called names, or people are always unhappy. So
listen, when we started, now that's Disney. Part of the reason why we started it was because I was tired of being in other Facebook groups where people weren't allowed to say if something went wrong.
Right.
I'm not saying that we should Karen all day.
No, but you should be honest.
But if there's most of the time it's positive posts, but if there is something that annoys you or it doesn't go right and it's justifiable, I want people in our group to be able to say it. And I don't want people to be calling them names because of it.
Well, that's the thing.
Justifiable. That's
so,
it.
I think the show is a really good forum to it's better than the group than to talk about stuff like the politics surrounding Disney right now, which we will maybe in a show or two. But the group, I just don't allow political stuff in it because I know exactly what's going to happen before it happens.
Crazy.
It gets crazy. So those are certain things I don't allow in the group. The show is a little more open and adult, or I guess more of an open forum. But I did write in the group about the JetBlue experience. I know they're not the only airline doing this, but they seem to have the most complaints and the worst stories right now. Disney was great, T9, and thank you for reminding me and asking. Actually, I called DVC, and they said because I did automatic check-in, I had to call Disney. I called the Poly, and they gave me my points back instantly. So we got the one night back. They held the room. Our view was amazing. We had room 3027 in the Moorea Longhouse. Holy cow, it was just an amazing view.
View we've had since staying in Disney.
So thank you, Disney, for that.
You guys text your view, and I showed it to my husband, and just
It was
went,
insane,
this,
right?
this. That's
Yeah.
all I said was this over
Yeah.
and over and
Mhm.
over.
Yeah, it was nice. I'll tell you. It
So
was,
were you pointing at the view though, Jay, or the bungalows? Because I was pointing at the bungalows. I was like, I want this.
Both
I
at the same
want
time.
this.
He'll figure out it's both.
well,
Give us some
Alan,
of
I just
this.
posted that picture, and a bunch of people were like, "You stay in those?" I'm like, "No,
No,
that's
no.
not my view.
It's just
I
our view, right?
see the bungalows, I see
Okay.
them, but no, I'm not staying in them."
Can I take
Oh,
us out
terrific.
on a story of pure happiness?
Yeah,
A
let's do it.
story of pure joy. This was the highlight of my day at the Magic Kingdom, and I could not wait to tell everyone. So I get there, I ride Haunted Mansion twice, 2 in a row, knock it out. And as I'm walking by, they pull the rope back for the Liberty Bell. Go last call. So I skip over there. And I'm like, I really want to ride this one. She's like, come on aboard, but you'll be the only person. So I had the whole boat to myself the first ride of the day. So I went to the top deck, middle of the bow, planted myself there,
Oh,
and felt like the king of Disney
I
World.
was gonna
King
say,
of
I'm
the
the king of the
world.
world.
It was, and then I realized as soon as we started going, people were waving, and I'm like, oh, I have to wave back.
Of course, yeah. And
Because you're the
I always
only
wave
one.
like this.
The
They're
only-
probably like,
and
who is that?
it's
Who is
hilarious.
that?
People are pointing and taking pictures, and
We've never ridden the Liberty Bell. It does look
Oh.
cool.
it was great. It was one of my favorite experiences I've had there. I just guess I felt like the king of Disneyland. It was awesome.
Yeah, that is great.
is great.
We finally did Tiki Room, which I'm happy to say. I know Stan's not watching tonight,
and you
but-
loved it.
and we did love it. It's
Wait, you've
original
never done
Disney.
Tiki Room?
No. And
I did
Ja-
the Tiki Room. I did the Tiki Room as a
Well,
kid. David
right.
and
I never did the Tiki Room.
I
So-
never missed the Tiki
Wow,
Room.
I love the Tiki Room.
It's great. It was so much fun.
We never not did it on
missed Tiki
purpose.
Room.
Just when Colton
Right.
was younger, we didn't think he was going to sit in there for that
Yeah.
long and he would bother people. So we didn't
Oh,
want
that
to
makes
annoy
sense.
people
Yeah.
Yeah.
with him talking. So yeah, he would.
We
But,
liked it. I thought it was very funny. It's a cute show.
Yeah.
And it's really neat in there. It really is. That's got that vibe, that the original animatronics and very
It's
cool.
his old school Walt Disney as it gets.
Right, exactly. So you feel it when you're in there, which was the
It's
magic's
so
alive.
funny too. Like when you
Yeah.
turn around and you see like the men talking in the wall.
Oh, on the poles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cute. It's so cute. Yeah.
It is. I love that show.
It's terrific.
So before we end, I just want to say like my favorite part of this trip, that was the most magical for me was, I just think that it was our best trip that we've had. I mean, one of our best. Wouldn't you say so, David? And I
This
think a lot of
trip,
it,
yeah.
a lot of it had to do with the fact that I was just really grateful on this trip because we've come a long way with our son being a Disney kid, and you know he's 13 now, and we were able to do a lot more, and he just got it this time. This is the trip that it clicked. Like he wasn't complaining about his feet. We didn't have as many issues. Not that we had a ton of issues with them, but
It's gotten
were.
easier. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just gotten easier where the whole trip was revolved around Colton, where this trip wasn't. It was what we all wanted to do, and he wanted to do it with us. And, you know, I noticed like I saw a lot of other 13, 14-year-old kids with their parents, and they just looked bored. They were
Right.
annoyed. They're on their phone the whole time.
Mhm.
Like the last place they wanted to be was in Disney with their mom or their dad. And, you know, our son wasn't. He was leading
He
the way.
loves it.
And I want to go on this, and he even
Yeah.
loved, where are we going to dinner tonight? I mean, he even knows the good restaurants where he wants to eat, where he's going to get a good cheeseburger. We just
He had a
It's
cheeseburger
like-
every day of the trip.
it took us years to kind of like get through a lot of humps with him. And this,
Yeah.
you know, really, it was perfect. I
My
mean,
lumps, my lovely lady lumps. Check him out.
My
You said
neck,
humps.
My back.
you know what it's, and they're like, oh, you didn't do that. So that's what's getting great about going with Colton is the older he gets, we can experience certain things now that we couldn't when he was younger. Or like after Steakhouse 71, I had brought it up earlier. I said, we're going to go to Magic Kingdom. All we're going to do is watch Enchantment. That's it. And we don't have to ride anything and we can leave after that. And in the past, he would have said, no, I don't want to go, or it's late. He had trouble going out at night. And we waited an hour and a half in one spot for Enchantment, and he stayed there and didn't gripe. So, yeah.
we couldn't do that when he was
getting
younger.
better,
That
right,
was
so-
not even possible. There was
Yeah.
that was
You
unquestionable.
can start enjoying the experience now.
Yeah.
Well, sitting with Jay
and-
outside of Trader Sam's, right? We were there for hours.
Yeah.
He would have never have done that. And although he wanted to go back to the room, he held
but it
out.
was 10:30 and he was there
and
for
he
a while.
did it right for hours. So
He was tired. Yeah.
Yes.
10:30. I was tired too.
Yeah,
I know.
everybody was tired except for David.
It's 8:00 Central Time right now, and I'm tired.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
I'm sorry, Alan. I'm sorry. You can
Womp,
get some sleep
womp,
after the show.
womp.
I've done 17,053 steps.
Alan,
today,
you
so
just look tired. That's all.
you do. Well, you did a lot of writing today.
I did. You know, this going to grad school thing is for the bird. I don't know what I was
Yeah.
thinking. I do not know what I was thinking. But in 5
It helps
years,
when you jerk, right, Mary? It does. Sorry, Alan. It does help when you jerk. I can't believe Mary said that on a live show. It relieves a lot of stress.
not jerk, keep.
I'm just gonna sit here and be quiet and watch Ellen break.
We're going overtime now.
We're
So,
overtime.
anyways, in 5 years, when we're still all here hosting this show, I expect you guys to call me Dr. Allen.
Mhm.
So,
Oh my God.
If
fully will call
if
you.
you've earned it, then yes.
Yes.
Dr. Allen.
Okay.
That
As long
is-
as you talk
Okay.
like Dr. Phil, okay?
no, not that kind of doctor. No.
Oh,
Just,
we'll be calling
just
you
an
doc-
academic doctor.
Oh, trust us. We'll be calling you Doctor Something every week.
That's what you call it, huh, Mary? Multitasking.
So the next show we do have to tell about the lady that I got in an
Oh,
argument with.
let's talk about the Fantasy of Festival, Karen. Festival of Fantasy.
You want me to
Yeah.
tell the story?
We'll do it
Yes.
next. We could do it next week. I'm here all night. I live in this house. I ain't going.
Oh no,
anywhere.
it's 9:00. It's time to go. We will save it. We'll save it for next week.
This is a tease and a setup so they'll come
Yeah,
back next
let's
week.
talk about
We
her.
could actually do a whole show
Fight,
of people
Fight, come back for part 2. The epic
Becky's
fight.
Becky's saying now because we also have to talk about the Cabana guy.
No.
Okay. We have to talk
Oh
about.
yeah, we have a lot of funny, not complaints, but typical
I'm complaining.
bad behavior in Disney stories. We have a lot. I mean, we could,
Right.
and they're fun. I mean, I got to be honest, they're fun because
You know, Chip,
I just need to warn everybody though, all of our viewers, all millions and millions of viewers that we have,
You're still here.
that I'm not going to be here next week.
Alan will not be with us
I
next
won't
weekend, but
be here next
Lisa
week.
Benfield will. So
Yes,
Hey,
because
hey.
I will be down there enjoying
It's
doing
your
what all
turn
you guys
to
did. It's
go.
my turn.
I don't know if that'll
It's
work though because
your
Lisa's
turn.
too nice. Lisa's too nice to
But-
complain about.
okay, fine.
Guess what I am doing, guys, which we can talk about when I get back.
30
I'm
seconds, wrap it
doing-
up.
The Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind preview.
So
No.
So when you get back, we're going to talk about that. But next week, we're going to have Lisa on, and we'll do kind of a part 2 trip report and some just how to behave at Disney. Okay, if you're in line for food and you get out, you're no longer holding your place back in line. You already stepped out. Go to the back of the line now. Like these are things you shouldn't be doing as an adult. So we'll talk about it next
Okay,
weekend.
My final thought as we go over is when I wrote that letter to guest relations today and I said best cast ever,
Yeah.
also worst guest I've
Worst
ever
guest,
seen
right.
in my life. And I
Yeah.
will leave it there for next week.
Oh, okay. So we have definitely a
Dan.
fun theme for next week then. And we don't want to ruin the good vibes of this week.
No,
We don't.
Yeah,
Well,
but we will
let's,
do. Yeah.
Let's show this again. It's our dvc-rental.com deal of the week, Old Key West, with a May 15th check-in, May 19th checkout. Deluxe studio, total cost $1,040. Please get in touch with our friends at dvc-rental.com, Scott at dvc-rental.com if you want this deal. Please. And then also our friends over at what did I do? I centered the screen. Where's my banners? There they are. DMagicWorld.com, guys. Please check them out as well. 24/7 streaming Disney Magic. They have a new channel in their app, movie music. Please check them out. Please, please, please. That's what I got.
Thanks,
I have my
everybody.
finger on the outro.
Oh, let's do it. Let's
All
do
right.
our.
Good night, everybody. Have a
We love
wonderful.
you guys.
Thanks for
Bye.
watching.
Thanks so much for
Thanks for
watching.
tuning in. You're the best.
Alan smells.